Alrighty, folks. Well, welcome to another session of our Princes of the Apocalypse. I'm your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our beautiful players this evening.
You're not too bad looking yourself.
Oi!
Applesauce.
That's the secret to beauty, applesauce. But we're going to start the session off a little bit the same way we start every session off, with a little bit about what happened last time before we get into what's gonna happen this time. So, last time, as Shad was stringing up the priest, got a Dune down from being hanged like a rag doll alongside the side of the chapel here, you guys started to shortly discuss your situation, but didn't have a lot of time as more people started to head in your direction. Someone called out and raised an alarm along the wall. Being nearly overrun, several dwellers within rushed out to greet you in battle. Well over a dozen individuals, and more than a few of them still sick from whatever they had eaten not long ago. Archer, who had ran from the first battle, was also amongst them, as well as one of these Water Genasi lieutenants. His name was Urshnora. And you killed all but one sickly guy. Manacled him for a moment and spoke to him about things, and, well, he didn't want to die here for these people. He told you a little bit about the whereabouts of both Reesh, who had something important belonging to Enoch, and the leader of the keep, Jolliver Grimjaw, who was in the main building. You guys did let him go, though, in the stables, at least until it was safe for him to leave. And so with the debate as how to handle this place, several of you still wounded opted to head to get Enoch's belongings in a southern water tower. Enoch entered into the space, creaking the door loudly as swords were drawn and a crossbow pointed at him. Talking to the people within the tower's wet bottom did not go as planned as a bolt loosed and struck him. We have now rolled initiative. And we are back in the shit here. Not quite as many bodies on the table, but they are here. With Enoch is up first. Enoch, I've got to do one thing. But Enoch, what are you up to?
Contemplating life and exactly what I want to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to shocking. Let me pull this up just to make sure I got it right here for you. Yeah, because I can do cantrip and a spell, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to try to do is I am going to shock and grasp the lady directly south of me.
Absolutely. Yeah, as your hands grasp out with the lightning in the air, or the just electricity.
Yeah, my gauntlet starts to crackle. And I am going to roll this.
Roll me that shocking grasp. Ooh, a 20 will absolutely hit her.
Right. Let's roll some damage, baby.
As you grip onto her, she takes 5 points of lightning damage as the electricity crackles around her body.
And that means that she has no more opportunity attack, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so I am going to get the hell out of dodge. Let me measure this real quick.
As she's reeling from the electricity, you roll out of the way.
Yep, and then I am going to park it right up here. That'll be my
All
30
right.
feet.
As you run up the stairs.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was nervous.
Ballsy move, but you did it. No balls, no glory.
That will take us to their turn. As this one rushes out, sword drawn, sees not necessarily where Enoch went in the dim light, but does see a dwarf, a couple of dwarves huddled beside, and she just charges into Baron.
Oh, shit.
Didn't I take my dodge action? I believe.
You guys were off to the side.
No, I know, but I believe I set up a dodge.
There are
Yeah.
no held actions for initiative. The only thing that you can do is hide, but Artie is hidden behind the stairs. That was definitely established. But she will rush out and swing her sword at Baron. Getting a nat 20.
Well, that hit.
Hell yeah, let's start this
That is
game off
heavy.
right.
As Baron, you take 15 points of slashing damage as she carves across you. The shark teeth kind of getting embedded into the plates of your armor. A second woman rushes out to join the fray, also meeting Baron. She has a shield out, so she only one-handed sword swinging out to Baron as well, getting a 17 to hit.
That misses.
Reese, we're surrounded! That is her turn. That's going to take us to a surprise guest. From along the top of the steps here,
Oh no.
Enoch, an arrow comes flying your direction. Getting a 9 to hit.
No, sir.
And then down into the fray of the dwarves and elf. Against Shad. Another arrow is loosed in your direction, getting a 6 to hit Shad. Clearly missing as the rain kind of pitter-pattering down, and arrow sticks into the mud next to Shad. That will end their turns,
That's
taking
great.
us to Vic, as they go back up the steps.
Alright, I will take my bow out and take a shot at the lady that first attacked Baron.
Yeah. And you can see a little bit of electricity fizzling out from her as she exited the space. Longbow out, just kind of shooting at her. I will say, since she is within Baron's range, like, gotta shoot past Baron. And this is something I'm going to start doing with all games. Not that it matters, you're still going to hit. But she will have partial cover from being in melee combat. Like, you're shooting through an ally, a person.
Okay.
Please don't shoot through me.
Even a short
You shoot
ally?
past me.
Even a short ally. An 11 will be a hit. Well, he's considered medium. Or 11 damage to her as an arrow strikes into her gut, still holding her sword ready, but blood profusely from the exit wound and entry wound of this arrow.
Alright, I will. Oh. I'll move there, and that's it for me.
Alright, moving up to this muddy landing that will take us to Artie, who's hidden behind the steps and a bush.
All right. Artie will pop up and do the cool guy hold your bow horizontally thing over the bottom of the stairs. And he's going to take a shot at this person right in front of
Alright.
Baron.
She will also have the
Can you
cover
see
as
my
you're
thing?
shooting through someone, but not by much. It's just +2 to AC.
Okay. I was going to ask, can you see my pings?
I can. That is a
Okay,
good
we're
Yeah,
starting
sign.
off.
that's all your thing. Yeah.
We're starting off okay today. All right, firing short bow.
Short
Getting a
bow
17.
launches. 17 does hit. She's about
Just
to
checking something.
swing her sword towards Baron. 11 points of damage. Arrow just goes straight into her neck. She goes to clutch for it, but doesn't even make it that far as she staggers against the wall there.
The arrow
Right.
in the neck is a running theme with our group.
It's a good spot to kill someone.
Oh yeah.
All right. Artie is then going to move. And he's going to hide right there
I will
amongst
say
the
that
rock
this
and
is
against the
this
wall.
is difficult terrain here, so I don't know what your movement speed is.
Hold on, I was right here.
Just because it's muddy.
Yes. 15. Okay. He's going to go flat against the wall right there.
Okay. You just attempting to hide there. Yeah, you can give me a stealth check.
Oh,
24.
yeah, brother.
Sneaky sneaking.
He's probably going to attempt to go after that sniper.
Fair enough. The walls aren't easily climbed here because it is A, wet, and B, they are flat on the interior. You can probably climb up here and then...
Yeah, that's what I would do. Use the corner.
Yeah. That'll take us to Shad. What does the Shad
This
do?
thing right here. This thing that's allegedly a woman.
Yeah, she's a woman. Got bluish
Getting
tattoos
smacked.
on her. Alright.
Getting smacked.
Are you raging?
No.
Alright, no raging.
I don't got any. I don't have any left.
And going in with a reckless attack. A 25 will hit.
Yeah, if I had to. Great. Right.
Let's see if she is toppled. Yeah, remember, is it a con save? She will take 14 points of damage, and it is a strength. What was I looking at? I was looking at the top. Constitution save. As she holds firm in the mud, but she does take 14 points of damage. Anything else for Shad?
Done.
Alright. That will take us to the water boy, who you guys don't see him anymore. He disappears. Taking us to a lady inside who rushes up in the doorway still. She's just going to take a shot at Shad with a crossbow in hand. Getting a 23 to hit.
Yep.
As Shad will take 9 points of piercing damage. Arrow sticks into him good. And she'll quickly move along the side to get some cover. Which will take us to Bairn.
All right. Well, let's see. Baron's gonna cast Tremor Sense.
Alright, it's less of a casting, more of just you're just enacting. But I understand what you mean. Yeah, there's he's in the bushes over here behind you guys.
Ground.
Or by the stairs.
Yeah, Baron's attuning himself to the ground. Then Baron is going to.
Actually, you know what? Give me a perception check. I'm going to say the mud down here, it's not quite as hardy stone as up top.
Perception.
Alright, yeah. With the 20? Yeah. They're where Artie was just hiding.
Where Artie was just hiding.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna call out invisible dude at the base of the stairs, and then I am going to upcast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Second level spell, and I am going to cast that.
And so you're pretty healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, as your wounds close up, any blood is now just from previous woundage. As you're pretty well healed.
And then I am going to. Nope, I can't. I use my bonus action. All right. I think that'll be it for me.
Alright, that will take us to Enoch.
So, oops, I right, didn't mean to close that out. Can I use my owl for movement, but then I can still do stuff?
Your owl can always move. It can move around wherever it want. Got a 60-foot
Okay.
fly speed.
Right.
And it
so,
goes at the same time as you, or technically, I think Find Familiar might be after you.
They used to have their own initiative.
They used to, and some pets they still give it to.
But I think we had always played it right after.
Yeah. So it will go right after you. Yeah, it does. It should have its own initiative. Yes, absolutely. But
Okay.
we're gonna play it as if it's going right after you.
Okay.
So if it makes you feel better, we'll give it a turn.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So Enoch is going to use poison spray at the lady that's directly south of Shad.
Yeah.
And so he's going to kind of reach back and like wind and leaves and flowers are going to go out, and it's just like a poison ivy, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. Poison ivy just starts wrapping around her, sputtering into a spray. She makes, or is it an attack roll? Yeah. Okay. 17 will hit.
Big money, big money.
As
Yeah.
the waters quickly wash away most of the poison's effects.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so it's just poison damage. They're not poison.
Right. It's just a cantrip.
Okay. So, yeah, and then I'm going to send my owl. Oh, I can move it. Awesome.
Yep.
Right here, right where she's at. And then can I kind of like duck down where these like boulders are, just trying to like
Boulders?
hide a little bit?
The stairs? think-
Well, I'm right to my right, and then behind me to the right, there's some big boulders. I'm kind of just trying to like mesh in.
Are you talking about
To
the
where-
vines?
Oh, they are. Okay, I zoomed in. Yeah, well, shit, I want to be one with nature, man.
Yeah, you'll have some cover. I mean, it's not gonna like, you can't hide there.
Okay,
But you
well,
will
I'm
have
gonna
cover.
try to
Yeah.
get a little bit of cover with
Yeah.
my
You
my
won't
homies.
have cover from the archer, but you'll have cover from people down below for sure.
Okay, I like that. And then yeah, that's where I'd like to end my turn.
And then the owl would fly down there. Taking us to the woman, seeing the owl fly down. She's gonna roll for it. She's gonna swing at Shad, seeing this opportunity with one hand still on a shield. Little poison snarls and just swings out at Shad. Shad getting a nat 20.
Oh,
As she swings
It's-
out, she actually does an additional, because you are not wearing armor. I don't think it'll be enough, but she did roll really good damage. Shad takes 31 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
As her shark tooth sword just cuts into his arm and his chest, just tearing up horribly. She knocks Shad down. Ending her turn, she points the blade at Bairn. You'll drown too. That will take us to Scouty McScoutson. They are going to come to the tippy top of the steps here and shoot down at Enoch. Seeing you casting, getting an 11 to hit. Their second shot will be at. I'm gonna roll for it. Vic or Bairn? Gonna go for Bairn. Second arrow swoops down from above towards Bairn, getting a 7 to hit, which is gonna be a
My
miss.
shoulder pauldrons caught it.
It doesn't
got an
even
arrow
doesn't even make it anywhere near you. It skitters off the steps here.
It ricochets into her ally.
Yeah. But
Critical fails are fun until you critical fail.
that's right. That will end the scouts' turn as they will also dip back top the stairs. And to Vic. Over by the landing there.
Let's see. So, let's see. I will take a shot at the lady that just took down Chad.
Okay.
Oh, combat, not spell, dude. There we go.
Taking a shot of a 19 will hit her.
Attaboy. That's my buddy right there.
5 points of damage as it hits into her chest, but kind of near shoulder chest area, so nothing super vital, but still a haggard wound as she already has another arrow in her stomach. She is
That's it for me.
not looking good. As you hold your position there, that will take us to Artie.
All right. Artie will. Funny. He will sling his bow over his shoulder and begin to use the corner to climb up. He can only get 10 feet this turn.
Okay, I would say go ahead and give me a acrobatics or athletics check. I know you do have a climb speed. It is slick. We're using the corners, so it's a little easier than not using the corners. Maybe start Jackie Channing up the wall here.
14.
14. Say that
Hey, your rolls are going now.
that is passable for now.
And as a bonus action, he is going to be dodging as he goes up the corner.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Kinda
cool.
Hold space there, just ready to dodge out of the way.
Exactly.
That will take us to Shad. Shad, if you will whisper us a death save, please.
Well, that wasn't a whisper, but
That wasn't
was
a whisper,
A
but
loud whisper.
a loud one. Fair enough.
I mean, does Shad know how to whisper? Shad.
I can explain it to him. I'm very familiar.
at the top of your sheet, there's a public and a whisper option.
Click the button.
It's not the biggest deal. Shad
Shad's a
is,
dwarven barbarian. We're not known for
yeah.
The smart.
being quiet. No, so quiet it's not.
As whew. That will take us to invisible guy who does. Yeah, it'll reach out to Bairn as the liquid of the rain. You can see him, or you see his footsteps coming in the mud. As he's going to reach out towards you, the rain gathers around his hands, becoming this dark, wave of energy. Getting a 7 to hit you though.
Fuck off!
What?
That will,
I have a quick question for you.
yeah, quick answer.
So I used my tuning fork before. Can I know where he's at because he has my stuff?
No, because you're not concentrating on it anymore.
Okay.
But also, he doesn't have it on his person. But that will end his turn, taking us to the female archer. Looking through the door, Bairn or we're gonna roll for it. Artie.
I should have decent cover, right?
Artie, Owl. Yeah, I'm saying if she's gonna go for you, she's gonna step out further. She's gonna take a shot at Artie, seeing you climb up the walls over there with a crossbow. So it'll be at disadvantage. Getting a nat 1
Woo!
as crossbow hits the wall or skitters along the wall below you, Artie.
Does her crossbow explode?
It does
Right?
not.
Well, just wishful.
That
Frag
is
grenade
wishful
and-
thinking. That will take us to Baron as she ducks behind.
All right, Shad, I need you, buddy. We're going to again upcast Cure Wounds
Okay.
on my buddy Shad here, 2nd level.
Nice. As Shad, you get 18 points of healing.
Damn.
And we are going to bonus action Warcaster or War Priest on the Sharktooth Lady.
Okay.
Or no,
Bonus
that's
action.
not bonus action. I can't bonus action. I'm gonna add regular attack with
You
my
can use that.
action. Because Cure Wounds is bonus.
Cure Wounds is an action.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Healing Word is a
Yeah.
bonus action.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
we're going to
Take a swing with your weapon in hand.
click off that War Priest, and then we are going to one-handed War Pick.
Swinging out. 8 is going to be a miss.
All right, that's gonna be it.
She quickly blocks it with her shield, taking us to Enoch.
Well, I think what I would like to do is I'm going to shocking grasp the lady in front of me with my owl.
Okay, so your owl kind of readying the spell. Electricity starts to gather on your owl's claws. You still have your movement and bonus if you want to do anything.
Go up and bonk her in the head with your fist.
Movement or bonus. His action is essentially holding the spell to cast through his familiar.
Got it. No, that's probably
Yeah.
smarter than what I said, to be honest.
I think I'm just going to do the shocking grasp. I'll stay where I'm at, but I would like to move my owl next turn.
Your owl can absolutely move as it unleashes the shocking grasp onto the lady. Go ahead and give me that shocking grasp attack. It is going to be a miss.
Darn. All right.
However, your owl does have flyby, so it does not provoke attack opportunity when it
So,
flies out of reach.
yeah, I got 60. Okay, I'm going to. My owl is going to move. I think that was 60. I'm going to double check.
Yeah, it can fly over there. That looks about right. Yeah, 5 more feet, it looks like, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, and it is going to try to spread its wings, causing like a distraction.
Well,
as well.
its action is
Okay,
casting the
it
spell.
moved over there,
But yeah.
and I am going to try my damnedest to become one with the dirt and the vines all around
Well,
me.
your turn already ended.
Nope. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, I
I'm
got you.
watching.
Hold on. If you go prone,
4 leaves on a branch in
That
front of
is
his
true.
face.
If you go prone, ranged
if
attacks
you
do
go
have
prone,
disadvantage.
an archer would have disadvantage
Oh,
trying to shoot you.
Yeah.
And you could go prone just with your movement.
Absolutely, if you wanted to.
But keep
Yeah.
in mind, it'll take half your movement next turn to get back up.
I would love to do that.
Absolutely, you can do that. That will take us to Sharktooth Sword Lady. Seeing you healing Shad, she is going to stab out at Bairn. Getting a 13 to hit.
Nope. Bounces off my shield.
Bounces off, ending her turn, taking us to the scout. Archer, who is going to shoot the owl. Getting a 7 to hit with his first attack. He's seen the owl cast magic, so he's going to shoot it again. Getting a 7 to hit with his second attack.
What is the DC of my owl?
The AC of your owl is
Or,
11.
yeah.
The armor class. It is on the. You
Yeah.
can look on the character sheet. It's there, yeah.
Oh, it is awesome.
But they miss. And kind of back up into. There's actually a door behind them. You can see them contemplating going in the door. That will end their turn, taking us to Vic.
I will
Come on, Vicky.
send another arrow at the Sharktooth Sword Lady.
All right.
Since Shad is down, is it at disadvantage or is it at? Well, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah. 10 is going to miss.
Alright, I will. Right there.
All right. Fair enough. Moving around to get a better vantage point on. You know someone's shooting from outside of the door there. That will take us to Artie.
Finish my ascent of the wall.
All right. We'll ask for one more acrobatics or athletics check to continue Jackie Channing up that wall. Because it is slick.
Getting a
14 again. You are good.
Okay, so up right here. Okay, so that was how many more feet? Another 10 feet?
That was a total of like a 30-foot climb up the side of this wall here.
20, so I'd only have another 10 feet. All right.
Seeing the owl hooting over there.
Doctor Who.
Here.
That's
and
yeah.
then, throw my dagger at her.
Okay. Give me a dagger strike.
Damn, the
24.
dice love you, buddy.
24
Thanks.
will absolutely hit.
And take off my thingy.
Well, maybe not so much,
She'll
but
take
hey,
5 points of damage as the dagger kind of slices across her arm. She's pulling more arrows to shoot.
Bonus action dodge.
All right, getting ready to dodge the arrow she's about to shoot. That will take us to Shad on the ground in the mud. What does Shad do?
Shad's gonna get up and swing for this lady that dropped him.
All right. Getting up, going for a big old swing.
Recklessly swinging.
Recklessly. With
Swing
Gotta
at him.
get-
throwing caution to the wind. A 14 just hits.
now you're still on Whisper because I
Yeah.
didn't see that. Yeah.
For 17 points of damage, as she goes to raise her shield, your maul just kind of crushes into her shield, the wooden shield, as it just crumples into her chest and caves in her chest as she stumbles to the ground.
Great. Look how hit big fatness.
All right, yeah, kind of with that bonus action, using that same momentum as you swing and smash her down, you whirl around to this guy. As you can see, this dark energy in his hand as he's eyeing both you and Baron. $17 will hit him, though. Excellent, rolled a con, or strength. He takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage and is not knocked prone, as his feet almost become water-like as he grounds himself into the wet mud within. Anything else for Shad?
That's it.
That will take us to his turn, as he is going to reach out to Shad. The deep waters have given me the power to kill and drown. As he reaches out to Shad. See if it rolls. Oh. Because the problem is it's the old sheet. Getting a nat 20 against Shad.
That's 3 nat 20s.
It happens. I rolled a lot of
I
ones
saw
too.
shenanigans.
As Shad takes, I didn't roll very good damage, if it makes you feel better. But it is still enough, as Shad takes 18 points of necrotic damage. As Shad drops once more, the water that kind of is pulled off of him that the blood gathers into this guy's hand as he himself is healed by that damage. And he points out to Baron, "You're next." Shad falls to the ground. That will take us to Crossbow Lady. Not being able to see shit there. She's gonna run out here and is going to shoot Baron in the back. Attempt to shoot Baron in the back, getting a 14 to hit as it clings off your shoulder pauldrons. And she's gonna run back in the room. Taking us to Baron.
You got this, Baron.
Well, Baron is going to use.
That's a good one.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying. I have two options here, and I just have to debate.
Well,
Yeah.
Baron is not a master debater.
No,
No.
he's really not. Baron's going to use his action to. He laughs in this dude's face, reaches down, and casts a first level Cure Wounds on Shad.
All right. As Shad, you get 11 points of healing.
Wow, you heal well.
And then at that point, we are gonna do nothing.
All right, just
And
readying
we're
your
gonna hold
shield.
here. Yeah.
All right, that will take us to Enoch on the ground there. He's prone.
Yeah.
above.
He's just chilling. He's gonna send his owl out to excuse me, attack
Okay.
the lady up top.
So he himself is not moving.
No, it is
Alright.
he's staying prone. This is
Gotcha.
the end of his turn.
Gotcha.
But he's attacking with his owl.
That will take us to the owl.
And
As the owl electricity gathers on his talons once more.
yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with the shocking grasp on with the owl. I like that one.
Fair enough. Uh, 19 definitely hits her.
So big damage. No ones.
She will take
Oh,
one
boy.
point of lightning damage as electricity just kind of holds her muscles in place for that moment.
The owl was directly north of
Yes.
him, right? Yeah, okay. All right. So
So it's moved
that
20
will-
feet.
40, 60. Okay, so I'm going to send it back this way.
Starts flying back. Hoot, 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 hoot.
Yeah, and I did read something to where it can help with attacks.
It can. If
Giving
it,
advantage.
it
How,
can't-
how does that work?
it can give the help action. Essentially, like distracting someone to give them advantage on an attack roll. Or the downside is it has to be there for the attack roll.
Okay, all right. Next time.
Yeah. But it
That
does
will
it does
be-
have to like kind of be in their face.
Sure. Yep. No, I got you.
that-
That's the end of Doctor Who's turn.
That will take us to the archer, who will shoot at the owl one time. Getting a 17 to hit. As the owl is shot and clumps to the ground. With one final hoop.
Just
And then shooting out at Artie at disadvantage as Artie's ready to dodge. She got a 7 to hit Artie.
Artie will just kind of jerk out of the way, and it'll go clink into the wall and bounce off.
You would then see her open the door. I don't have it on this part of the map, but she opens the door and runs inside. Help! We're being attacked! Ending her turn. She does disappear from view, taking us to Vic. The door is open to a lit interior.
And I will take a shot at the fella right there
water
in front
boy?
of he is water boy. It is. Slee.
13. Gets him.
And then I'm gonna click on Dreadful Strike for that shot.
Okay.
No. Yep.
It's going to take 18 points of damage. As the almost like shadows and the darkness around the rain hits the arrow as it almost disappears, only reappearing once it hits into the backside of this guy.
I will climb up. So it's at 5, 10. So this is a rough terrain. Would 15
Yeah, this
will
is,
get me up?
you cannot climb that cliff though. That is like a sheer like 10, 15 foot up.
Would I be able to go like this way? Or no?
The only way to get up the cliff, unless you have a climb speed, is up the stairs.
Okie dokie. All right, I will I will stay put, and that's it for me.
Alright, that will take us to Artie. Artie? What are you up to? She ran into
So
a
the
room.
door she went through is right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right there.
Does the door appear to have a lock on it?
The door has been opened. It does not appear to have a lock, no.
Fudge. All right, well.
Let's say it opens outward. What is your perception?
Okay. Passive is 12.
Yeah, okay.
All
You
right.
can tell that there's at least one other person in the room with them.
I wouldn't have a shot at anyone in the room, though, would I?
No, they're both like off to the side. You can only tell from the shadows.
All right. So as a bonus action, Artie is going to dash.
Okay. He's running.
And then kind of hop off to his hiding point again. And while he's running, he'll be unshouldering his bow again. And when he lands, at the same time as he lands, all cool guy, he's going to take a shot at that guy.
Okay.
Come on,
Still
cool.
see my ping?
Yeah, I did.
Getting a 24.
24 will absolutely hit him.
16 points of piercing.
He'll take 16 points of piercing damage. I didn't see the piercing damage, but I did see that this is where we're losing
This is
the
where it
rolls.
starts. Yeah. And let's see, that will be it.
All right. That will take us to Shad.
Well, I'm gonna stand right up and swing for the fences on fatness.
That was great.
And yes, it is because you don't have rage on. Yeah. Yeah, as you stand up and swing,
Oh, there comes the short bow
there's
damage.
the short bow damage. That wasn't too delayed. Recklessly, a 25 will definitely hit him.
Dude, you have rolled 19s, man. So close to 20s. Like, multiple times.
He takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As you conk into him, he is going to see if he holds firm. He is knocked prone. Let's see if he maintains concentration. And he does maintain concentration on whatever he had cast. But he does get knocked into the dirt. Anything else for Shad? You still have your bonus action and movement if you want.
I'm gonna just laugh at him.
Because you do
Tell
have
me.
Warrior of the Gods to heal yourself if you wanted.
I don't got none left.
You got 4 of them.
Yeah, they're all done up. And
Them having checkboxes means that you have access to them.
I've been putting checks when I use them.
You have not used Warrior of the Gods today.
I don't think
And you've
we
only
use them.
raged once today.
Yeah.
Well, I can rage and I can do all. Yeah, then I'll do a Warrior of the Gods.
Okay. As how many D12s are you using to heal yourself?
How many do I have?
You have 4.
All 4. I think.
You're gonna use all 4?
No, I'll use 2.
Alright. Roll 4d12 and that's what you get healed. As you get 15 points of healing back, as almost like being in battle and the will to fight cleans your wounds off. You get 15 points of healing.
Beauty.
Because I did cut you off. You were about to say something to him. You're snarling or smiling at him.
He said he was laughing in his face.
Laughing at him.
I'm gonna tell him, give me some more.
Yeah.
He'll smile at that.
And Baron's gonna wink at him when he hears that too.
I will drown you. As almost his form turns a little watery. As his, like, Alex Mack kind of thing, where he dissolves into a pool and reforms standing, so he doesn't have to actually will himself to stand up. More just, he is standing now. As he's going to reach out towards Shad with this dark, pulsing energy, getting a 22 to hit.
Hit.
As you take... Is that really all you rolled? 7 points necrotic damage.
I'm not mad that you just said that.
No, I'm not mad either. Not mad at all.
I had to make double checks. Yeah, it's 3, and... Wait a second. Let me look here.
No, it's
Nah,
fine.
still counts.
Don't worry about it.
Let's just move on.
No,
Come
it was
on,
two.
let's
It was
keep-
the 2, 2, 3. Because so it automatically rolls twice because of I don't know why, but it does. But yeah, he takes 7 points of damage as his wounds start to heal over. Oh, take us to Crossbow Lady. She will see that he is struggling, and she will pull out a shark tooth sword, rushing up to Bairn.
Why do you always say that with a country accent? It makes me laugh when you do
I was avoiding a hiccup.
Iron.
Bairn. Getting a 21 to hit Bairn.
That hits.
As Bairn takes 12 points of slashing damage as she
Jesus,
cuts across your back. Don't worry. Take them together. Taking us to Baron.
All right. Well,
I was also raised in the South, so it comes out with certain words.
Or beverages.
Or beverages.
Baron Baron's gonna cast Word of Radiance. You see him kind of like pull his shield down close, and a flash of light come out from him.
All right. Is that a dex save?
Con 13.
Con save. Okay. He got a 21. She got a nat 1. But she will be affected by it as this light radiates out from you.
He takes 1d6.
It's like 3 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna hang out here.
All right, that will take us to Enoch.
So Enoch is going to get up and move over a little bit. It's not my action to get up, right? Like I could still cast something.
Yeah, it just takes 15 feet of movement. Half of your movement is what it takes to get up.
Okay, so I am going to say to this water genasi, well, I'll be your huckleberry, and I'm going to try to like boil, like a good crawfish boil, this water, and I am going to use produce flame to.
All right, as flame
Cast out.
erupts from your hands, sizzling in the rain, you launch it out at him.
Yes, sir.
20 will hit him.
With the heat of Mother Earth, I hope you suffer.
As you hurl it for 8 points of fire damage, you will take 8 points of fire damage.
And then with the rest of my movement, I'm going to move over towards Artie there.
You,
And
are
kinda-
you jumping down the 15, 20 feet?
It's 15, 20 feet. Oh,
Mhm.
geez. Let me double
So
check.
it's 20
So
feet up, yeah.
I have 10.
So you got 5 feet of movement after that.
Shoot.
So you can be at the top of the stairs, or you can be, if you want to be closer to them.
I don't really want to do that. I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of move back, but I'm going to stay standing at this point.
Okay. That will take us to Arch and McArterson. They are going to, let me get their token back. From the doorway they emerge and are going to shoot at, you're going to shoot at Enoch.
Do I have like at least half cover because I'm around the corner?
No,
there?
they are above the stairs here, so if anything, they'd have like some sort of advantage.
Oh, that one. Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you were in
You
the
do
door.
get a 22 to hit. I don't know why I actually.
Well, that barely hit. I mean, if it meets, it beats, right?
As you take 4 points of damage. They are going to shoot another time, though. Getting a 21 to hit.
Well, unless they... All right, let's see what the damage is.
8. As another arrow strikes into... Fortunately, into Enoch as he collapses up there. That will take us to Vic.
Hey, save my pots and pans.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot another bow at or another arrow at the water boy.
All right. We'll say you do notice after the flames hit him, his 12 is going to miss. His spell that he was concentrating on does dissipate.
Oh, nice. At least I did that.
All right, that's it for me.
All right, easy breezy. Taking us to Artie. What's Artie doing in the under the cover of night? Well, early morning in the rain. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Artie starts to move again, once again reshouldering his bow and drawing his melee weapons.
All right.
And he'll run past Shad in a dart and run up to the Genasi and swing out with his short sword.
Absolutely.
Ooh, getting a 9.
That is going to be a miss.
And as he misses, he'll jab forward with his dagger.
All right. Dagger, offhand attack. Ooh.
Missing again.
As you're sliding in the mud, it's really throwing off. You used to, at least a floor around stone.
And he's going to keep sliding on the mud and take the dodge action.
All right. That will take us to Shad Rockmal. Shad,
All right.
what's good?
Swinging.
Swinging?
Swinging on him again.
All right. Reckless?
Reckless.
All right.
Fishing.
24, yes. He takes 17 points of damage. Yeah, as you clobber into him, he stays standing. But definitely just knocks into him as he his form becomes watery as you knock into him. But he is still standing. Anything else for Shad?
No, that's all.
As you knock into him, his form becomes watery, snarls as he shifts and turns into a watery snake-like creature.
Oh, cool.
Not cool.
Adun had seen this the night before.
It's a dragon.
He just turns into like a water snake as he is going to try to wrap around Shad. Shad getting a 22 to hit
Yep.
as you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as he wraps up around you. Consuming. You have the grappled condition and restrained condition. As you are wrapped up in this watery snake guy. That will take us to the woman with the crossbow thrown to the ground. Now swords in hand against Bairn. Two-handed striking out with her sword, getting a 16 to hit Bairn.
Nope. Bounces off my shield.
It bounces off. Back. We'll fight you from this keep. Which will take us to surprise guest number, the help that they brought. They can't get very far. They are going to dash. You see someone carrying a crossbow. I see him down here. Taking us to Bairn.
So I'm going to turn to her and say, keep trying and your life might be spared. And I am going to turn around and I am going to battle axe the water or war pick the water genasi.
Okay.
Push this back up.
He has Shad tangled up in water, just restricting and restraining. As you're trying to strike out, but every time you do, it's almost like you would hit Shad. As the water keeps moving around, it's hard to pinpoint down on this person.
Never stopped you before.
Alright, that'll be it.
That will take us to Enoch. Enoch, if you will whisper us a death save, please. Alright.
Oh, dang.
That will take us to Archer. Running up, will shoot down 3 targets. Go random. Shooting 1 at Vic and another at Bairn. I think it's because I enunciate the B in Bairn hard. Shooting out at Vic, getting a 10 to hit and a 15 to Bairn. As arrow
That misses.
Yeah, arrow sticks into the mud near you, Vic, and arrow sticks into the mud next to Bairn. As you can tell, there are archers on the wall, which will take us to Vic.
Alright. So, Shad wrapped up in this water
Yeah,
snake.
yeah, the water snake is wrapped Shad up.
Ah.
It's not like all consuming him, it's just kind of wrapped up, snaked around him.
Alright, I'm gonna take a shot at the water snake with my bow.
Alright. Taking a shot. 11's gonna be a miss, as you're hitting where the snake was, not where it will be.
Oh, that's actually really good.
I'm gonna go ahead and 30 feet, put me there,
Alright.
and that's it for me.
It'll take us to Artie.
All right, Artie will slash out at the snake.
Slashing out with your short sword. Ooh, with a
Getting a 22.
As
Those
you're
are-
watching the snake move around and you just kind of stab upward, trying to get it in the face with the sneak attack.
Amazing.
13 points. of slashing.
13 points of damage. Oddly enough, in this form, it seems like regular weapons don't do as much as you would hope. But the snake does still start to drip water profusely, so it's very badly hurt.
And pierce it with the dagger.
Alright. At advantage,
You're right.
because of the Vex. The
Well, became a
advantage
15.
helps, because 15 is exactly what you needed. Roll me some damage. And 4
Ooh,
points
nice
of damage is exactly what you needed too, since it's reduced to 2. As the water form just splashes onto the ground. Gone. Combining with the mud around you. Shad, you are free from your shackles of water.
Artie will lock eyes with Shad just for a second. And then with a blank expression on his face, he's going to move over here. Well, still not. Shielded from those archers.
Unless you want to go for a swim.
Or hang off the edge of the wall.
The water's like right there.
Cannonball. Do a flip.
Do a kickflip.
Can he take partial covers on down the stairs?
You'd be swimming at that point. They're kind of steeper stairs. I'd say yeah, you can get partial cover right there. Yeah, I'd say right there. Yeah, your feet
I'll,
would get
use-
soaking wet, but yes,
I'll use the drow as a shield.
absolutely.
Does he get disadvantage because his socks are wet? Because everybody hates that.
I'd say it's situational.
In his occupation, he's probably wet half the time anyway.
Mhm. That will take us to Shad.
Alright, Shad's gonna do a running movement to here. He's
All
gonna
right.
bounce up and swing his hammer.
Yes, you run up
Right
and
on it.
jump on the wall, jump off, swinging that wall.
Parkour.
Recklessly.
All right, yeah. Just diving straight for it. 23 absolutely hits her.
Every time you do reckless, you get your first dices.
It's weird how that works. She will not be toppled unless you do enough damage to destroy her. Yeah, as you dive into her, your hammer just smashes through her body. She collapses to the ground. As Shad starts to make his way up the stairs.
That's all the movement I got.
All right.
Can I bonus action?
You cannot. There is a thing
Okay.
at level 5, I think, when you rage, you move up to half your speed. For free. But not yet. Not yet. You can bonus action heal yourself if you want.
Yeah, I want to do the god thing.
Yeah.
Are we doing it?
Get 18 points of healing. As you're running up the stairs, the bandit with the crossbow kind of takes a step back and will shoot his crossbow towards at getting a 17 to hit. As
Me?
Shad, you take 2 points of piercing damage as it just kind of nicks across you, taking us to Baron.
Hey, can I say something real quick? As he's running up, can I just kind of be like,
You're
my
unconscious.
earth? Oh, right. Trying to bond.
I gotcha.
So Baron's gonna move this way, kind of at a slow walk. He's gonna bang his shield as he walks this way, and he's gonna cast Thaumaturgy. And he is going to say, "Your leader is dead. The bodies of your comrades lay at my feet. We mowed through them like a scythe through wheat. Do you really wish to die today?"
Give that man
Yeah.
inspiration. That was sick.
Well, he has advantage. So yeah, go ahead and give me a intimidation with advantage.
Advantage, intimidation.
With a 14. Unsure how they will respond. You would see their eyes. Hard to see their eyes from this angle. But yeah, you can see the whites of their eyes as they widen a little bit.
And
Anything else?
I'm
for
going to
Baron?
end. Well, I'm going to end my turn, but I'm obviously very much like aggressively staring at them with
Absolutely.
my war pick and my shield.
Yeah. That will take us to Enoch. If you will whisper me another death save, please.
Pass this one.
All right. As you would see the archer. Gotta get the boss. They just start running back. They will take the dash action back into the room. You would see the door shut behind them, leaving their comrade, who they called to come out here. Taking us to Vic.
I'll take a shot at this guy.
All right. Crossbow wielding half elven bandit. A 13 just hits him.
Nice.
For 8 points of damage as he's a red shirt guy. He goes down with a stiff breeze. As he
Love the
crumples,
reference.
Dick.
yeah, crumples to the stairs there.
He's a red shirt guy. Love it.
And we'll say, what are you guys
Yeah.
doing in this moment? We aren't necessarily in initiative, but it depends on what you guys do.
Baron still has thaumaturgy going, right? And that's like 200 feet.
Is it ongoing? I think it just happens as an action.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm gonna move up to the steps with Shad.
It'll last
What's
for a
the
minute.
what's the range on it though? Let me
Range on thaumaturgy is like self.
No, I mean as far as like where they can hear me.
Uh,
How loud is it? Like it's loud.
it's
right?
loud. I mean, it is raining and thundering out.
All right, so Baron's gonna walk kind of as close as he can to this castle here, or not castle, to this door.
All right, in that
It'd be
case, Vic, what are you doing?
Right here. And I would say,
I
boys,
was gonna move
follow
up to
me.
the steps to Shad.
Okay.
Oh, we got to get this dude up. I forgot he was dead.
Anything else for Vic? Well, yeah, we'll get to you in a second.
You want me to roll? I feel like I should roll.
We'll get there in a second. Vic, what are you doing?
Just burning my movement to get next to Shad,
All right.
and that's it.
Artie, what you up to?
Hey, Vic, where you going?
Artie will use his bonus action to dash.
Okay. Running through the mud. Hopping between
And,
Shad and Vic.
And he'll use his action to attempt to stabilize Mr. Bleed Out.
Give me a medicine check.
Mr. Bleed Out.
I'm going to use my human inspiration.
All right. To roll with advantage. Well, you can
Or
roll.
just reroll?
It's just a reroll, so you don't have to use
Yeah.
it unless you fail.
Oh, I rolled a 2. I forgot you don't see my rolls.
I don't see your rolls.
I rolled a big old 2.
A 2 is a failure. So using your human inspiration,
Rolled a 5.
a 5. You're not sure. This guy might just be.
Leading
He might just be too old.
Oh, golly!
He's only like 30 or 40 or something. But he's They bleed a
Wow,
lot
he
more or
remembers the
something.
great age of dragons and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there comes your 2.
Anything else for Artie?
Nope.
That will take us to Shad.
I'm gonna move on over and use my healer's kit.
All right. Using your last healer's kit. I was just taking off the toggling. Last little bit of bandage as you start showing Artie how to clean and dress a wound. As Enoch, you are at 0, but you are stable.
Oh, so it's done differently for old people. I understand now.
Yeah, the fragile ones.
As now we will hop out of combat. As Baron falls out.
I haven't said anything yet.
You
I
were
would
about
just-
to?
I was about to, but
Yeah. It's your I mean, we're not in initiative, but that's what you were doing. So what are you saying?
we see the commotion going on behind me as I bring the voice to my lips and decide to think better of it for the moment.
Okay. Fair enough.
So you all realize that whatever that they've gone to get what's Grimjaw.
Aye. But maybe we can get him out. Weaken his fighting force. There can't be that many left. But I don't got a lot left for me either.
Hardy will kind of, his eyes will dart to Enoch on the ground. He looked like he's thinking about something, and he'll mumble some curse under his breath. He'll reach into his satchel, and he'll pull out the little red vial he picked up earlier. And say, here, drink this. I don't give people things, so just drink it. Get it out of my sight.
Oh,
Enoch-
yeah,
You're
that's,
telling the unconscious person to drink it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I'm awake yet.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know.
still talk to it. I talk
And then
to it.
Artie will slap him across the face, and he'll be like, "Ugh." And they'll uncork it and unceremoniously shove it in his mouth and, hold him up a little bit and force it down his throat, grumbling the entire time. What am I coming to? Giving people things.
Artie,
Shaz
roll
just
me
needs one with thumbs up.
2d4. +2. As
7, not bad.
yeah, Enoch, you get 7 points of healing as you come to it. The sweet
And that's
taste
how you started
of
this
like
whole session with
cranberry
7,
juice.
right?
It is.
Yeah,
Well, I'd say Enoch opens his eyes and he's, "Whoa, that was spicier than Mama's gumbo."
Artie reaches for his dagger and stops. And he said, "We need to get ready for Grimjaw."
Oi.
I thank you, young one, but I believe what we came down here for is still in that tower.
The tower to our
I
right.
hope it was
right,
worth
where we
dying for,
came out
'cause
of.
that's basically what you just did.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say? Say that again.
I hope that was worth dying for, because that's what you basically just did.
I would die 100 times for this.
All right, well
Artie
then let's
reaches
fucking
for
move,
his
guys. Let's
Dagger
go.
again and stops.
So I'm going to head in here. It won't let me go in there, but there we go. And then, yeah, I'm going to head over where the big bad was and search around for this
absolutely.
items.
As
And
you-
Artie will talk through him.
As you start tossing the room, we're gonna go take our little 5-minute break there.
Oh, great.
I didn't do it.
That was great, guys. It was
But yeah,
fun. I mean, I almost peed my pants, but
Yeah. So stick around here in a few. We'll be back.
Oi, oi, oi.
Alrighty, folks, we are back in it. And last we left off, after our troop defeated another one of these Water Genasi lieutenants, as well as several others, and scared away a couple more bandits lurking in this keep. You started to rummage around inside this waterlogged tower, as the whole eastern side is at least a foot of water in there. Looking around and through the space, not much is kept on the bunks of the others, but where is it? Lost it. You would find everything that is in Enoch, your inventory at the moment. All those things, as well as a healer's kit.
Okay. So I'm gonna like basically start crying. Like, I mean, there are actual tears that I'm so happy that I got not just what I got back, but my flowers. And it would be very well known to everyone that catches glimpse. Like, I mean, this is my treasure right here.
There would also be nearby a leather saddlebag. Kind of like propped underneath the table here, just so it barely doesn't get wet. But still wet.
Baron's quickly rummaging through what he can see as well.
And there is the mechanism to open kind of the water gate. But
And it's closed right now, right?
it is, yeah.
Okay.
And
Hey, boys, we leave that thing fucking closed. We'll deal with that later.
in the
I'm gonna go up to Chad and say, "Hey there, boy. If you don't want to look through that bag there, I'll take a glance." The leather bag.
Chad's just gonna grunt at him. He's enjoying this bed.
And yeah,
that
I'll
is
grab
that is a wet, soggy bed.
The waterbed.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
That's what I was.
Water bed.
So I guess I'd pick it up, give it a quick glance, but then just throw it over my satchel or my shoulder. I know that we need to actually be moving. And I'll make my way over to the other three and just kind of tip my hat a little bit. I can't thank you enough. I am forever in your service. Let me help you through this place.
Damn right you are. I think we need to keep moving. We don't have time to fucking sleep.
I couldn't agree
What
more.
you do have, and Shad had it too, you do have a healer's kit that you can expend on people to heal them with their hit dice because you have the healer feat.
So yeah, I'll stand between Shad and Vic here and be like, who should I give aid to? Which one of you should I help?
Because you have
Or
that. No one's gonna look inside the saddlebag.
yeah, I was saying that I gave it a glance over.
There's stuff in it. That's what you get.
Well, then
That's
I'm-
what you get with the glance.
I'm gonna take it over my shoulder or down in front of me as it's still like around my shoulder, and I'm gonna flop it open and start rummaging through it.
So you're gonna deal with the loot instead of healing people?
Here, give me the bag.
Yeah, I'll give Artie the bag.
So in this time, has it been like a minute has passed?
Maybe.
I'm just trying to recover my arrows. That's all.
Yeah, you can easily find. There's actually probably more because the archer was shooting arrows as well.
So could I
Pulling out of my
put my quiver all the way back up?
Yeah, absolutely. Easily done here.
And then from there, I'll just walk out the door and just keep like Overwatch.
Fair enough. In the leather bag, I would say Artie would find 70 gold, 12 platinum, 6 agates worth 10 each, and a rusty iron key. There's also several like dirty rags that are just wet in there. Smells of mildew.
Can
might be some like discarded clamshells.
Audie, yeah, I know you don't want those rags and clamshells. Can I get my paws on those?
Sure. I mean, all that's in here are these rags, clamshell, and a key.
Well, I believe that you do more well with the key there. I'll take your little knickknacks, and I'll grab those from Artie. And then
They
I'm
are
gonna
like
go-
rags, like gross rags.
Yeah, that's fine. He's a dirty old prospector, man.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to do my battle medic on Baron here.
Yeah. Quickly spending an action, Baron can roll a hit dice.
Oh, what is my hit dice? D8.
D8 for a
$1
cleric.
million.
Like you can do this. Like it just takes an action to do this on everyone, and they
Okay, and
you
then I'm
can
gonna-
you can do it up to a number of times equal to 4 for everyone. If you have like the downside is you don't get your Constitution modifier to this.
Okay. Well, I will do that to Baron twice and Shad twice then.
Okay. So it uses
And while
4
healing-
healer's kits.
I'm
Why
sorry.
you-
Say that again.
It uses 4 healer's kits, so you'll see you have healer's kit usage points. You scroll down on your combat tab, utilize
Yep.
healer's kit. You have 10, so it used 4 right there. So Baron gets 10 hit points, and Shad you can roll 2d12. Yeah, Shad you get 17 hit points.
Damn, nice roll.
He also has a d12.
Well, yeah, but rolling an 11 on a D12,
Mm-hmm.
you take that. All right, so Baron's gonna start to. I looked around this room, right?
There's nothing. There's the mechanism to open the gate, some waterlogged bunks, and 'cause really the only thing of note would have been the saddlebag and all of Enoch's stuff.
Baron's gonna walk by Vic, kind of aggressively push him and be like, "Nice shooting there, you fucking drow."
Shad's gonna look at Artie and just kind of a slow, almost weird, and say, "Good stab."
And I'm gonna kind of like tap Shad on the shoulder. My little Earth friend here. Would you mind patching a Mister up?
You have to do it on yourself.
So I've
Yeah,
got-
but I don't know if he wants
I've
to
got
do it.
feet.
He doesn't have the feat that you have.
Oh,
That is
okay.
unique.
I thought
That
he
is unique
wanted
to you.
Okay. Can you tell me how I do that
You just
on
you
myself? I just roll.
roll however many d8s you're using. You can do it up to 4 times on
Okay.
yourself. It takes 4 actions to just quickly wrap yourself up. And it uses your hit dice.
So I'm not rolling correctly.
No, you're doing good.
Oh, okay.
I'm just letting you know, so like if you were to get a short rest later, you cannot use those during a short rest.
Oh, I gotcha. I think this is. Are you serious? All threes?
All 3s.
Fine, I would say keep one in case one of us goes down.
Yeah, that's a really good point. All right.
So yeah,
16.
you've used 3 plus 4 utilizations of the healer's kit. So you still have 3 left. And you did see Shad use a healer's... Well, Shad used the healer's kit on you to stabilize you, so you know he has one as well.
Well, that's why I was. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I brought it up.
Baron is kind of spoiling here. He's like, "Boys, we gotta finish this fight."
Well, okay, so I'm gonna kind of make my way out there where Baron's at, and I'm gonna bring up something to him. My stout little fellow there, a little bit to the north. I don't know what your game plan is here, and I'm on board for whatever you would like to do. But as we made our way down here, something caught my eye, which it actually did on the map here. Um, to the north of us, there's like a little cave. So I'm gonna like, bring that up to Baron. I I don't know what's in there, but it has piqued my curiosity.
No, also, your gloves would have been in there too, which are that item that you can
Yep.
see in there.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
So,
there's
yeah.
a cave, but I can't fucking swim in my fucking armor. So
But I
unless you wanna
know
go
that
on your
you
own-
are very apt with the earth itself, and I figure we have two of you stout fellas. It just might be worthwhile to take a look, a gander, if you will.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. I ain't got much left right now. I don't got no. I have no ability to heal anybody. I have no ability to sense anything.
Well,
Right now, I've got my axe and my shield.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve, sir. I can help out a little bit, and if they came looking, I kind of doubt that they would go into that cave.
Do you know what's in that cave?
No, sir. I have not the faintest clue, but I have a feeling that maybe, just maybe now, we might be able to rest, see what's in there. Could be something worthwhile. I feel like it would be worthwhile.
Aren't we
just
forgetting
understand.
something?
To Baron, I'm gonna say this chef is kind of funny.
I don't fucking trust that cave. I can't swim. I had to take my armor off if you want me to go in there, and I'm not doing that.
I can help you swim.
I think we're forgetting something.
What's that,
Boy,
sir?
little man, what are you forgetting?
Don't we still have someone to kill?
Yes, but what I was thinking was that maybe we could go in there and kind of like recoup a little bit better.
I think we're as
It's a
recouped
cave.
as
They'd
we
have
can
to
right
swim
now.
up to us, and we would have like the advantage for sure.
So someone who employs water genasi would have to swim up to us.
Oi. That's my thoughts exactly. I say we keep them on the land.
I don't have any thoughts. I was thinking thoughts.
What about you, my dark-skinned friend? What say you?
Well, now every
Everybody-
time you've suggested something, you have either gotten yourself knocked down or somebody really fucked up. So I'm going to go ahead and agree with my brother over here with the spiky pauldrons and this young fellow over here. We have a
Well,
fight to finish.
Then say no more. Let's go finish this fight. Let's go kick some fucking ass.
Oi!
I will follow your lead, sir.
So I'm gonna turn to Artie and be like, "Oi, laddie, you think you can sneak yourself up on the outside there? Get yourself into a position, cause I'm gonna announce ourselves once we get close."
I will. Yeah, I'm sure I can do that.
After that, I need you, Shad, and I need you, Vic. We need to walk up with a fucking presence.
Yeah, if you don't mind, sir, I'd like to kind of take up the rear there. I'd
Right.
like to not be up in the fray. I'm down to help you. Don't get me wrong, but
Take
Yeah,
up the
keep
rear.
the chef in the back.
Oi, take up the rear. But I think we draw him out, and I'm gonna do my best to draw him out.
Put my bow away and pull out my scimitar or my scimitar. Well, now let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna turn to Artie then and be like, all right, Artie, take your position, get yourself hidden.
So we're going to try to draw him out to here, and he'll sort of gesture to the general area.
I'm gonna try and draw him out the front over. Over
Yeah, can you
there.
ping? Oh, okay, all right.
'Cause
Yeah,
the main building's a little further up.
Well, he went in this door, right?
That was the archer. The
'Cause
archer.
I haven't seen any of that shit. I
Yeah,
don't-
he went up the battlements up here.
He went up.
Yes. So my plan, boys, is to get up into the courtyard and we'll try and draw them all out. We can scatter after that.
No, I think scattering is probably a bad idea, sir. We need
We also don't know how many he may bring.
correct.
Show of force might be what we want to do.
I have a feeling, and as I've dealt with this place, you know, I've served a little bit of time here.
As you
I
guys are
don't
walking
think
up
we're
the
going to
ramparts.
these ones.
We're gonna stop here, though.
Okay.
We should stop.
As you were going to
If
say.
y'all have any other ideas, you let me know. But I think we draw them out.
I will follow your lead.
Anybody else? Or do we want to draw them out? Do we want to play this somewhat differently?
Well, I mean, we do have two stealthy guys here. Maybe they could stealth ahead and maybe get advantage on like being up high, kind of seeing what's seeing. I don't know if,
That's why I wanted
They-
them to be in stealth and
yeah, maybe they could
out.
kind of communicate to somebody and
I'm
like,
gonna ask that smart boy. He probably learns a little bit of tactics and strategy.
Oi,
I'm
what's
just
Is that a
Yeah.
drop down right in front of me?
Say what?
Is it a drop? How far of a drop is it right in front of me?
20-foot drop. And that's
I start to
that's,
climb down.
that's the entryway. Give me an athletics check. Say the
Okay.
DC is gonna be high because it is raining, so it's very slick.
I could drop a rope.
Maybe with a 19, you kind of start shambling down. It isn't the prettiest, but you do make it down.
So as they're rambling, I'll walk over to, as quietly and stealthily as possible, over to. Well, let's see. It's not broadcasting to nobody.
I see it.
Like right there.
You sneak on over here. So yeah, give
Yep.
me a. No, you don't need one there. You're good. Yeah, and this
And
is
I
this
will
is the
just-
front gate to the castle.
And I'll just stay there.
All right.
Baron kind of looks over the edge, like, oh fuck. All right, I'm gonna jump off this bitch.
Hold on a second. Hold on. He'll put his hand on the dwarf's shoulders. Hold on a second, and he'll reach over into his satchel. You'll hear him mumble a little bit, and he'll pull out a rope.
Oi, you're pretty fucking handy there, little lad.
And then he'll pull out a collapsed grappling hook.
And Baron will take the rope.
and he will affix it to the wall in a very professional manner.
Absolutely, kind of hooking it in right on the corner of this building here. This is the ruined stables also. So you guys are heading down?
Yep, Baron will take the rope down.
All right.
Baron peeks his head in the door. Sees if he sees anybody in there.
Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Ain't that guy supposed to be in there?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
With a 10, you don't see him.
He's probably hiding if he's there.
Chad doesn't believe it. He's looking too.
Shad can give me a perception check. As he also glances in this darkened, ruined, yeah, it's a dirty old stable. Definitely leaks in the roof. It's not, hasn't been maintained in a long time.
Door open inwards or outwards?
I'd say be open outward.
Open outward. Okay. I'll kind of pull Shad out. Close the door.
Yes, message to Baron. And I'll just remind him that this big and hairy guy, the last time the guy that was supposed to be in the stables said he was in the main building. And
Yep.
that's it.
And I'll be. I heard you. All right. Everybody know where you need to be? Are we ready for a fucking fight? Because here it comes.
No, sir. What do you want me to do?
I gotta catch the chef. He's coming down the road.
I want you to stay out of sight and help me how you can.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to.
There is a door right here also.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's the door that you saw the archer run into.
Oh, you're right. Okay. My young sir here, would you like to, make sure that nobody's in that door there? Or maybe, can you bar it or something? I just don't want any unwelcome visitors coming up on our left.
Does the door open in or out?
Opens outward.
Okay. Artie's going to move forward, and he'll sort of be shaking his head, as if he's not dealing with professionals. He'll reach into his satchel, and he'll pull out a small hammer and a python,
Oh, nice.
and he'll look around, and as quietly as he can, he will wedge it under the door.
Give me a sleight of
And
hand
while-
check.
And as he's doing it, he's going to say, this might not necessarily fully stop someone, but we'll have warning.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate it.
Sleight of hand. Clang, clang,
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
clang.
Quietly as I can.
While he's doing this, Baron, standing out in the courtyard,
Mhm.
is
Oh,
going to
y'all don't hear anything. Nat 20.
Yeah.
Damn, okay. Well, either way, standing on the courtyard, he's going to cast his thaumaturgy again. And a score of your brethren lay dead at my feet. We swept you through like a tsunami. The same awaits you if you do not lay down your arms. Surrender, and I may show you mercy. Continue to fight, and you will join your kin, bleeding out in the mud.
As the thunder booms and the lightning crackles, they shit their pants.
As takes a moment. Artie, you would hear some movement at the door behind you, very plainly.
All right.
Enoch's moving to the side. He's trying to get a little bit of cover around there.
Artie's going to say door.
Yep. And I'm going to ready produce flame.
You got flame in your hand. Boy, they suck.
Oh.
From above the northern ramparts. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Probably not well at all.
A lot of black on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that.
Yeah. You would hear the sound of a creaky door open and close up there around the corner.
So I would like to run where Artie's at, and I'm going to litter the floor, like almost underneath the door. You know how it's got that little slit where the door is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put some oil.
That's
down.
where the piton is, the python.
Okay, so like basically where Artie's at, right in front of him. I'm gonna put a little bit of my my oil down.
And then from the far distance on the northern rampart, there is also another door here that you would see open. As
Just teleport.
Yeah, you just teleport. But up here you would see another door open and two people exit.
And Baron's still with Thaumaturgy. He's banging on his shield.
And we're
Fight me, you cowards!
We're gonna roll initiative as they enter and see you. This is a big old map.
Nice, Rob.
I cannot select my token.
Can you now?
I think Enoch is on my space, so I can't.
I moved away.
There's a delay.
You don't need to select your token for initiative anymore, though.
Motherfuck, I've never had
Uh-oh.
anything above 1 digit.
On initiative. No, that's fine. You're the closer, man. You're our fucking closer.
Cat's still standing by this rope, waiting for the next person to come down.
Wrong one.
Oof.
Don't
Still
worry.
don't
there's
see
more.
the initiative list.
Don't worry, there's more. That worries me more. Ah, and another 20.
Kind of a dash roll. Another cat thing.
All right. So is anybody missing on here? Yeah, we are missing Jim. Jim, I'll get you a new token.
Yeah, it's on the initiative.
What?
14. I see it on the tracker.
I don't see it though.
Yeah,
So I
it's
don't
not
see
on
it.
mine.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, as you would see a guy from around the corner stumble forward, crossbow drawn. He's gonna just shoot out at, get a better view of Baron, and shoot at him with a heavy crossbow. So close.
Yeah.
Going between a, I don't know what dice you guys have seen. It was almost a 19, it was a nat 1.
I was going.
As he will
Baron
also
laughs
kind of
at
duck
him
down.
and sticks his middle finger up in the air.
Stay right there.
Fuck you!
That will take us to Baron.
And Bairn is going to beat feet and run over into here.
Okay.
All that Bairn can do.
Baron retreats.
Mhm.
That will take us to Enoch.
So I'm gonna pop my head around the corner here just to get a look as to what's going on, and I don't see squat.
You can see some movements on the ramparts to the northwest slightly. Not very well, though. But you are same height as that.
Same height as what?
The ramparts to the west, northwest, up here.
Northwest, way up high.
Oh, over there. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I didn't really like what I saw, so I'm gonna kind of retreat back.
Okay, you do also have your flames going right now too.
Yeah. I don't think I could have reached that though. Honestly, even if I shot one out.
No. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna say to Baron, I like your gumption, boy, but I don't know. I'm just gonna pop right back around the corner, trying to like hide, not get hit by arrows and whatnot.
Yeah, you can take a hide action if you hide around the corner
Yes.
unseen. You do. I mean,
Yes, sir.
You would have to put out your fire though.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of put my hands together, and
Okay.
it's down. And yes, I would like to hide, please.
Give me a stealth.
We
check.
draw him out, my laddie.
That's on you, sir.
That's what I did.
As yeah, you blend into the rain and the elements around. That will take us to Artie.
Artie's going to
Those doors are shut.
Artie's going to climb down the rope,
Okay.
come down and land here,
20 feet of movement.
and then he is going to be bonus action dashing.
All right, where's he going?
Going to get over to this corner and take the hide action.
All right, give me a stealth.
$19.
19. You are well hidden. That'll
Damn,
take
fighting a
us-
bunch of ninjas.
That'll take us to a bunch of guys. They're gonna have to dashing. Actually, they go back. Can they see anyone? I don't think they can. They can see Shad, not very well. So 3 of them will shoot crossbows at Shad. From up on the ramparts over here. Shad getting a 17, an 11, and a 17 to hit. I will give you +2 to your AC just from the circumstantial cover situation from them.
And I got a 17.
So 2 17s will hit you. As Shad, you take 4 and 8 for a total of 12 points of piercing damage as 2 crossbow bolts strike into your shoulder. A couple of them will start running down. I can't get very far. Vic, you said you were hiding. Give me a stealth check retroactively.
Okay.
So I didn't ask for one previously, but I should have probably. Fair enough.
Oh.
They're looking right at you. but these guys are running towards you. That will take us to your turn, Vic.
All right. I'll break out the bow and take a shot at that guy right there.
All right. $15 does indeed hit. We'll take 7 points of damage. Don't forget, you do have Hunter's Mark. You can always enact as a bonus action.
I'm fully out of Hunter's Mark.
You were still concentrating on it. It hasn't been an hour yet since the first battle ended.
Oh. Shit, I thought I was too far away to even try that.
I think they might be out of reach of it. I don't know. That's 60-foot range. They're still within range, but next time.
Yep, my man. And I will use my movement to go 5, 10. Oh, open this door.
It is a
Oh, I can.
portcullis, and the gate opens up elsewhere.
Oh shit! That was 5, 10.
As you go to try and get the bars, it's shut.
All right. Well, I will. That was 10. 15, 12. I'll dive behind this bush.
Okay, getting a little bit of cover. That will take us to Shad. Shad, you do see some guys running in your direction. What are you doing? Shadworth.
Dang, this is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's running. And that is your movement.
That's. And then am I by a bush?
There's a bush there.
Can I try to dodge or hide?
Yeah, you can take the dodge action.
There we go.
Are you taking any bonus actions?
Nope.
Because you can rage.
Yeah, but it turns off. I don't.
It turns off if you don't spend a bonus action continuing it, or if you don't get hit, or if you don't try to attack someone. So
So
there's
if you spend a bonus action this turn, it still
yeah.
continues.
So if you expend a bonus action, you can continue your rage, or if you attack something, your rage continues, or if you get
Definitely
hit,
rage.
yeah. As the divine light fills Shad. You would see more people exit onto the battlements. 4 women. 2 of them with shark tooth swords, 2 of them with crossbows. Two of them, all they can do is run. And the other 2 will appear up there and are going to shoot crossbows at Shad and Vic. Do 1 at Shad, 1 at Vic. Shad at disadvantage, getting an 11 to hit.
No.
That hits the bush that you're hiding into. Vic getting a 19, though.
That hits.
As you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As they,
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Chad, Elliot, I sent you a friend request so I can message you easier. I'm trying to message you about what's going on right now.
What does that have to do with? Okay.
I'm just trying to do something right now.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
I see it.
Thank you.
Lost my train of thought. Yeah, they would just call out Jolly, they're out here! Taking us to Tough Guy, this little half-orc. Gets over the edge and is going to shoot a heavy crossbow at Shad at disadvantage. Getting a 20.
Yep.
As Shad, you will take 4 points of piercing damage, reduced to 2 from a heavy crossbow. They are actually gone. Ending their turn, taking us to Bairn.
All right. Bairn is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. We're going to run right there. And we are going to cast Sacred Flame at that dude.
Okay.
Or do that. It's a Dex 13.
Absolutely. And you got a big 5. Well, 6.
Ooh, roll the damage.
As sparks fly off from your shield across the way, not being doused by the rain at all, and spark into his eyes as he screams out in pain.
Oh, yeah. Let's fucking get him, boys. Let's go. And yeah,
Alright.
that's gonna be it for me.
It will take us to Enoch. Still up top, still far away.
So Enoch's gonna pop over to the side again, just to kind of see what the heck is going on,
Yeah.
and he's going to like reach out with his hand to slide down this wall because it helps him with his climbing speed.
You don't even need it, but yeah.
But yeah,
I know.
and
I know.
basically it's
I know
like
what
a
you mean.
Wolverine style, you know, the
Yeah.
claws down the side.
Yeah.
And then he's going to make his way over.
So
By where
that will
Artie-
be 20 feet of movement going down.
Yep. Oh, going down is 20 extra feet.
Yes.
Okay. Was the door to my right closed? I don't remember if Baron closed it.
No, he didn't.
Okay, I'd like to pop right in, kind of out of view of what's going in there.
Okay.
And can I glance around to check out my surroundings quick?
Do you want to use your action to do a perception check?
Yes, sir. I would like to.
Give me a perception check.
Jesus.
It's wet and stinky in here.
Okay, well, I'm going to, yeah, I guess at my turn, I can't, like, dodge, or not dodge, but hide, right? Because I already
No,
used
yeah,
my...
use your action. Yeah.
Yep, that'll be my turn, sir.
All right, that will take us to Artie.
Artie's going to peek around the corner.
Seeing a couple of them, one charging with a scimitar, these two shark tooth sword ladies running.
Okay. Alright, so that's going to be... Oh, no. Not as far as I thought. I always want to say my brain's short bow is 60 feet, but it's 80 feet. Artie's going to take a shot at that guy.
All right. Popping out from your hidden vantage point. That was what you get. Oh, I saw the dice. 24 hits.
Yeah, I reloaded.
Shoot him straight in the eye. As you would call it, my eye! And then just go to the ground.
Then he's going to start over here and hide in the wood pile.
Yeah. As you jump into a pile of wood, give me a stealth check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You are. We're gonna say you're hidden for now,
One
now.
with the wood.
as you
DM
are
discretion.
wood. That will take us
Wood.
to these guys with crossbows up here. They're going to keep firing down at Bairn and Shad. Say 2 at Bairn at disadvantage and 1 at, or 2 at Shad at disadvantage and 1 at Bairn. Shad getting a 7 and a 14 to hit,
No.
and Bairn getting a whopping 10.
No, Baron slaps that arrow out of the air and laughs in their face.
They start to kind of maneuver around a little
Fight
more.
me, you fuckers!
Stay still! That will take us to, you would see the imposing form of Jolliver Grimjaw. This behemoth of a man. Start entering, or exiting the building from above. I forgot to show you the art form last time. Where is he? This guy.
Oh,
Looks like a bitch.
You get out of my keep.
You look like a fucking bitch.
And he starts charging hard. No weapons in hand. Just kind of straight charging head first. That will end his turn, taking us to Vic.
All right. So I have a question about fairy fire, fairy fire,
Fairy Fire.
fairy fire.
Mhm. It's the old
So
English
it's a,
spelling.
yeah. So if I do that, does elevation matter in this, or
It
is it
does. It's a
like
10-foot cube.
is it 10? I thought it was 20.
It might be 20. So it'd be like that. So 20 foot would
Let me
get
s-
up to the top.
So we'll get up to the top.
Yeah, that is a 20-foot cube.
Uh,
4 squares,
shit.
4 by 4.
So if I moved it to here, would am I doing this wrong with this?
Measure corner to corner, snap to corner, and measure origin corner. Or edge.
Oh, snap. Snap the corner. Okay.
Snap to corner and measure to corner. Measure origin corner. So yeah, you could get 2 of those guys and Jolly.
Yeah, that's where I want to do it then. Right there.
Fair enough. Fairy enough. What does your fairy fire look like as you cast it? I don't think we've seen you cast it. It's been a minute if we have.
No, I've never casted it, so you just see Vic kind of pop his head up out of the bushes like, ah, y'all. And you just kind of see like this weird dark purple like dust. I mean, yeah, just like that emanate around that square. And I duck my head back down.
Alright. What is your DC for this?
It is a 13.
Alright, one got a 7, a 16, and Jolly got a nat 1.
Oh!
He's gonna
Fucking
use
love it.
he's gonna use his legendary resistance to avoid that.
oh.
As Jolly just shakes it off of his hair. He's kind of furry. Anything else for Vic but the Seems like it only got this guy.
The guy, the one of the
As it
weaker
does,
dudes.
yeah, it does emanate light as well. Low light.
Hmm.
On the failed
Alright.
resistance, does Jolly still light up?
No, the fairy fire itself does.
So we can still see him very well.
You can see him okay. It's low light. It's not bright light. It's dim light, rather. But yeah, as Vic ducks back down. Anything else?
Yeah. Hmm. I'll bonus action and put my hunter's mark on Jolly,
Okay. Morking him up.
and then I will take my happy purple ass 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 right there.
That will
Actually, 30 there.
fair enough. That will take us to Shad. You could just duck around there instead and get some cover.
Yeah, let's do that.
But
I'm gonna
I mean,
keep the weight going, and I'm gonna
Actually,
stay by this
Let's do
bush
that.
and get ready for this fat thing.
okay. Just action dodge. Bonus action keeping rage.
Yep.
Alright. That will take us to these women who do get there, and they will launch javelins. And they've got swords in hand, but they quickly, in tandem, launch javelins. At Shad and Bairn. Shad at disadvantage getting a 12. Bairn with a straight
Nine.
roll getting a 9.
Nope.
Meanwhile, 2 crossbows from above shoot out to both. I should double check, make sure they're not disadvantaged anyways. Oh geez, I got the wrong measure on. No, they got you. So shooting at Shad. Disadvantage, getting a 16 to hit. And Baron getting a 13.
And Baron bangs his pick on his shield and roars, "Fight me!"
Well, that will take us to the tough guy. Into like, what is that, light? And he will slide down, almost kind of attuning to the water as he slides down. And he's going to start running. And he's just going to shoot Shad point blank.
Damn.
Still disadvantaged. Not point blank, but you know, from like 15 feet away. Getting a nat 1. As he
Miss.
chucks the crossbow, he pulls out a big mace. Ending his turn, taking us to a Bairn.
Well, Bairn, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to go up there, and he's going to hit him with the war pick.
Alright, yeah. Rushing up, hitting this guy with the war pick. I
Yep.
forgot to change the music when Jolly came out. A 12 just misses.
All right, that's what I got.
Alright, you rush up to this guy, swing out your war pick, he just kind of dodges out of the way, taking us to Enoch.
So I would like to bonus action dash.
You don't have bonus action dash.
All right. Well, I would like to dash up to the door.
Okay.
And now I'm curious, can I see, are these doors like shut, or would I be able to kind of like peer my head out without like causing anybody to
They're gonna see,
notice.
you open the door. Because you used your action to run. So
Right.
unless you had your action, you could like stealthily open the door, but you don't have that kind of opportunity time.
Then I think I would just like to use my perception to notice like what's. Let me try to ping it for you real quick. What's in front of or to my like northeast and my straight east?
That's a wheelbarrow. That's a broken
Yeah,
thing,
what's in the
and some
stalls there?
and some water trough that's semi full of water.
So there's nothing really in there. Okay.
You need to spend an action to investigate or search something if that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, I'm
You spent your
I'm
action.
trying-
You spent your action running though.
right. So I think that will end my turn. I'm just trying to get in position.
Gotcha. That will take us to Artie.
Okay. And a little arrow will point out of the wood pile,
Okay.
and we'll shoot at Baron's opponent.
Okay. Big half orc with a big old mace out now. Ooh, that will hit. As they take 17 points of damage as you strike him in the clavicle.
And
They don't look very good.
then he will tumble out of the wood pile, and pop around the corner.
Alright. As you pop around the corner, you see
Yes,
Enoch
I would.
on the other end, just kind of, actually, you don't see him, because, you do see him. A little bit of
Barely.
light coming through here. See him creeping up, stopping at the double door of the other side. That will take us to these bandits. They will kind of step on the edge and shoot out at Bairn. Bairn, you're up close. Crossbow shots coming your way. Getting a nat 20, a 13, and a 6 to hit.
Well, the 20 hits.
As you take 11 points of piercing damage. As that will end.
Baron
their
pulls
turn.
the arrow out of his shoulder, licks the blood off of it, and throws it on the ground.
As you
And laughs into the archer's face who shot it at him.
you laugh towards them. It'd be the guy that's actually lit on fairy fire. As Jolly will move off to the side, kind of as if gauging, like juking, and starts charging at Baron voraciously. As he does, his form starts to shift, change. The fur gets more fur. Skin starts to slough off as his face extends into a large snout of a pig, or rather, of a boar. As you would see large tusks start to protrude as he rushes up into you. He is charging Baron, as he is now Boar Man. As he is going to try to tusk you.
Oh.
Getting a nat 20.
As expected.
pretty shitty damage. But it is still enough. You take 16 points of piercing damage.
If I meet,
Actually,
I
you take
right?
23 points of piercing damage because it takes extra because you charged. As he just lifts you up with his tusks and pushes you off to the side, knocking you prone. Squealing out, "Who's next?" And looking to Shad.
Would we have anybody have expected anything less than a 20 from that attack? I didn't.
That will take us to Vic.
All right. um,
He's got 5 more.
go ahead
coming
and
up.
I'll pull out that good old bow.
Seeing the feet of Baron just kind of slumped off to the side over here. Shooting out an 11 is going to be a miss.
Let's see. Move there, and that's it for me.
All right. As you move on up, that will take us to Shad. Seeing the shapely form of a boar man. A man bear pig, if you will.
I'm gonna say, you asked who's next, Piglet?
As he towers over you.
And I'm going full arsenal.
Alright. Reckless.
Reckless, the whole everything.
Alright, using your divine, hopefully divine intervention. 23 will absolutely hit him. For 23 points of damage. I will say, as you strike him, your weapon doesn't seem to do as much as you would hope. Although with your extra Divine Fury, that goes through fine. But it doesn't do quite as much as you would like it to. Let's see if he is... He is not knocked prone. As he relishing in the mud. Anything else for Shad?
I'm gonna laugh at him. Say, you're gonna make a good meal.
Oh, we're definitely eating it.
Would you?
If he was a boar,
He's a person.
sure. Yeah, but if he's in boar form, we're having a pig roast later.
He's in boar person form. He looks like a weird combination of boar and person.
Yeah,
I've
we're
never
not getting out of
tried it.
this if he keeps rolling that 20s every
He's not
round.
fully shapeshifted.
Just shave off the good parts.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you, Artie.
That will take
You
us
did get
to these guys' turn as they rush up to face Shad. Shark tooth swords drawn. Swing out with them. Getting an 18 and a 16 to hit.
Yep.
As Shad, you take 8, reduced to 4, and 10, reduced to 5 points of damage. So you take 9. A couple of crossbow bolts come your direction too. And they'll start to actually come down here too. Getting a 21 and a 12. As you take 2 more points of piercing damage. That's 5 reduced to 2. from another crossbow bolt. That will take us to Tough Guy. Tough Guy, seeing 3 people surrounding Shad, smiles as he rushes over to Vic. Going somewhere. Mace in
Oh.
hand, just swings out to Vic, getting a 6 to hit. As mace slams into the wall above your head. That'll end his turn. Taking us to Bairn. Bairn, if you will whisper us a death save, please.
So quiet.
Fair enough. That's going to take us to Enoch.
So, can I creak this first door open here? Oh, I can't see anything.
You can. Yeah, you open the door. As you can see Baron's body off to the side, bleeding out, and Shad surrounded.
Shad surrounded. And Shad, what? You're a little bit less than half HP.
But you see he's raging, so he's taking hits like a champ.
10-foot radius. Doesn't really. Okay.
If you want to measure a 10-foot radius, it's like... Let me snap to center. That.
So I'm trying to get each one of your choices. I'm trying to hit them. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm trying to do. Will it affect him because he's down? Like if it was to heal Bairn,
Does healing affect people that are unconscious?
then yes, it would. So I don't think this is going to work the way that I'm trying to get it to work, to be completely honest. So I'm trying to engulf the pig guy and her, not hurt Shad, but hit Bairn.
Right. Yeah, like that. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing.
No, I can't see
Like that.
So that doesn't affect him?
Doesn't affect who?
Shad?
No, because he's outside of the radius.
Okay, awesome.
They have
Then
to be
yes,
they have to be half covered essentially to get affected by it.
okay, that's what I was worried about. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna creak this
You
door
can also
open.
choose not to hurt people. With
I
that
thought
ability.
it was if he was in it, then
It's
he
creatures
had to
creatures
be-
of your choice.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So I'm going to creak this door open, and I'm going to gather up from the earth itself, and twisting vines are going to surround this man bear pig guy and this lady with the thorny shark tooth, sword. And then all of a sudden, it's like these vines go around Bairn also, but there's flowers that produce from him, and it's a sweet smell to try to hurt them. And
This kind of
Heal him.
necrotic energy surges from the vines surrounding the other two, pulsing out towards Bairn. Yeah, roll it. Should be your spellcasting DC.
yeah,
I
I
think it's
clicked
12. No, you're good. Go ahead and roll the damage.
There it is. All right.
So it is DC 14. As Bairn, you get healed for 10 hit points.
Fuck yeah.
And they make a con save.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes.
got a 5. And she got a 5 as well.
Yes.
It always rolls 2 with old sheets for some reason. So they would both each take 12 points of necrotic damage. As you would see dark energy sapping in from them. She's much more hurt than he is.
Yeah, and I'd say that the vines are like basically draining their life and helping the flowers to like heal Baron, like pulsating a little bit. And I'm gonna tip my hat at Baron, and I'm going to move back.
Okay. That will take us to RT. RT party. No, Bravo show.
All right.
No, I think I said it last week. I always think of it.
Artie will pop into the doorway. Oh boy.
Being a boar man.
Yeah. He'll take a shot at Vic's opponent.
Alright. Yeah, this guy swinging a mace into the wall there.
Big 11.
Big 11 just misses. Actually, I have to double check. No, 11 actually hits them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They're just tough.
Right.
For
18
18 points of damage as they're getting ready to swing back towards Vic once more. Just arrow straight to the chest as they are pinned to the wall as they slide down it, getting rained on.
Artie will pop around the corner and hide.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Getting a 23.
23 will definitely be hidden. As you would hear calls come out. In the stable! As 3 of them shoot at Shad. Crossbows coming your way. Getting an 18. They have advantage. A 10. And a 20.
Yeah.
As 2 of them get you for 7 reduced to 3 and 4 reduced to 2 for a total of 5 points of damage. For that. Will end their turn as they also try to reposition. They're going to start maneuvering around. They're going to lose distance. Taking us to... Yeah, Jolly. As he snarls and squeals out, he is going to attempt to gore Shad at advantage. Getting a 12 to hit. He tries to just gore into you. One of his tusks suddenly jerks to the side. Getting a 22 to hit.
Yep.
As you take 11 points of damage, reduced to 5. As you are taking it like a champ. But Jolly seems to be having a good old time as he's the rain and the mud around it. He's just kind of rolling in it as he's, trying to tusk up at you. But that will take us to Vic.
Vic.
All right. Oh man, Vic's gonna Vic.
Yes. Vic. Vic.
I just we'll drop the bow, backed by a tough guy, and we'll pull out the dagger
Okay.
And we will just lunge at Mr. Hogface over there
All
with
right.
my dagger.
Lunge away. A 17 will hit.
All right, we're gonna do a dreadful strike on that.
Okay.
Um,
As it deals 18 points of damage, your dagger strikes true and seems to be more effective than Shad's hammer was against this guy. Just in terms of like it's not resistant
and
to
then
your
we'll
damage.
pull out the scimitar and go for another attack.
Okay.
Offense.
10 is going to be a miss. Anything else
Alright.
for Vic?
We'll just stand there and take it like a champ.
That'll take us to Shad. Shad.
Buckle
Shad's
up,
gonna
Shad.
say, pay attention, little piggy. I'm about to blow your people down. And this one's gonna get a hit.
Okay. You going reckless?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Swing away. Nat frickin' 20. Yeah, as you
Critic.
crush right into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are toppled
36.
into
36?
into the next person, cleaving them with a hammer. Absolutely. Blood
Alright,
and
and
rain falls everywhere.
that one's getting the next one.
Yeah, just kind of taking that same swing, just swinging out into their chest or whatever. Through one into another. Roll me that second wall. A 15 does indeed hit. You don't have the Divine Strike, but you do have the...
Crap.
You're good.
I don't
So
know.
just -6, so it'll take 17 points of damage.
Jeez, even that.
As she is toppled over, and she gets muddied. Anything else for Shad?
I'm gonna taunt him again. I'm like, did you see that one?
He snarls. You would see these reavers running around. These guys are the crossbows. One of them does not shoot and looks like they have it trained on the door there. While the other is going to shoot at... we're going to roll for it. Going to shoot at Shad. Getting a 21 to hit.
Yep.
As Shad, you take 6 points, reduced to 3 piercing damage. This arrow barely grazes you. Blood, just tons of cuts from arrows that are just not sticking into your body. That will take us to Baron. Baron, you're on the ground. What are you up to?
Baron's getting up. Baron's going right here. I'm gonna war
Okay.
pick that dude.
As you quickly get up and try and drive your war pick into this boar man. A 14 just misses.
Whispering to him. Of course it does. Alright. Do I want to?
I don't
Yeah.
know what you want to do.
No, yeah, you're right. I am going to move away I'm gonna go over here.
As you move away, he will try and gore out towards you. Getting a 10 to hit.
Yep, he misses.
That'll take us
That'll
to
be it for
Enoch.
me.
Enoch is going to poke his head back out.
As you poke your head out, a crossbow bolt comes flying towards you. Getting a 19,
So-
getting a 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits, but can I hold some sort of action to do something like that? Or is that like just a bad guy thing?
You can hold your action in combat, absolutely.
Okay. I was curious about
They
that.
were
All right,
they were
so
holding their
Ian-
crossbow ready for someone to.
Yeah,
aim
no, I
outside
knew
the
it was
door.
coming, but I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was like they had to wait till their turn or.
They
Okay.
wait until something triggers it, which would be you exiting the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah.
you take 5 points of piercing damage as a crossbow bolt strikes you in your leg
Okay.
from this woman.
That is a 1 now. Okay. So what I am going to do is, as I've got an arrow or a crossbow bolt in my leg, I am going to take an aim at our boar enemy, and I am going to throw one of my flasks of oil at him
Okay.
and try to pelt him with it.
Okay. To what end?
I'm trying to douse him in oil. I'm trying to, throw it at him, make it shatter on him, and like cover him in oil. And I have something
Do that
after that.
person's turn. They would have stood up. I forgot to do their turn, but they're standing up. Who you throwing oil at?
Boar man.
Okay. Let's see what kind of rule it is for oil. I think it's a dex save. Dex 12. He got an 8.
Awesome.
He's got
And-
oil on him. That is your action.
Yes, sir. And with that, I am going to clasp my hands together and produce a flame and shoot out.
Produce flame
the
is an
flame.
action.
Now it is a bonus action.
Bonus to cast, but an action to throw.
Well, son of a bitch. There it goes. All right. Well, shit. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to have produce flame out.
Sure.
Damn. I guess I'm going to tuck tail and just kind of get some cover behind the wall there.
Behind door number 2.
Well, would it be my action to kind of does it open towards me?
It opens outward.
It opens out. I'm going to hold on to it just in case somebody tries running through.
Okay.
Damn.
That will take us to Artie. That's why I was like, I wasn't sure where you were trying to go with this, because well, you can't light at this turn. I don't know.
My bad. It was, I was reading through the spells and it said bonus action.
It is a
but
bonus
yeah.
action to cast, but then it's an action to throw it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're learning. The thought that counts.
Arthur.
So I promise I'm not trying to make this overly complicated. This
Mhm.
is a dilapidated ruined barn, correct?
Yeah. It's mostly stone and concrete, but there is wood reinforced, or it's wood reinforced with stone and concrete.
From the interior, how difficult would it be for me to climb up and get up on the roof?
Extremely difficult. You don't see any holes big enough for. I would say it would be an action to search, and we'll say an action to search. If that's what you want to spend your action doing. Nothing obvious. It's like, yeah, there's a human-sized hole up there.
All right. I know they're watching the doors now, but let's give it a try. I did roll a hide. Okay.
Yeah. They weren't watching
Um,
your door, they were watching the other door.
What door?
All right. Well, let's hop around again and let's take a shot at Mr. Piggy Pig.
Alright.
Do you have any flaming arrows?
I do not.
Not yet. An 18 will hit him. As you strike out for 15 points of damage, he doesn't seem quite as hurt by it as you would hope.
And probably need to change it up. Well, I'll hide back around the corner again.
Alright. I will say no more hiding from in the barn, though. Like the actual stealth.
Right.
I've seen most of your hiding spaces.
Yeah, I'll just move out of range.
Unless you were I mean, you could always... Let's say unless you're coming from a different angle. Like if you were to go to the other side.
I
Potentially.
jump up on that box. Or are you talking about the other side as in
Where Enoch is. Like if you were... Like if you hide in the barn and you come out the other side, like they're not going to expect you to come out all the way over there. If that makes sense.
We'll just stay right there.
Alright, fair enough. I'll
Alright.
take...
If we're gonna keep playing, that's fine. I really have to pee. So
We'll tell you what. I'm gonna say until the end of this round, at the very least.
I'll hold on.
As bandits start running down through the mud to get a better... Well, actually... some of them won't, some of them will. Some will run back. Two will take shots at... We'll do one at each of you guys. Baron, Vic, Shad. Baron getting an 11.
Nope.
Vic getting an 18.
Yep.
And Vic, you take 2 points of piercing damage. Shad getting a 19. As Shad, you take 3 points of damage reduced to 1. Which will take us to Jolly. Jolly, thrashing about, is going to try to gore into Vic. Because Vic, you hurt him good. Getting a 19 to hit.
That is.
As
Get.
Vic, you take 8 points of piercing damage as he impales you right in your chest.
That. Oh, I'm down.
Fucking A.
Thrashing out, sends a tusk towards Shad there. Shad getting a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
As I think his minimum is enough. Yeah, you'll take 11 reduced to 5 points of piercing damage. As Shad drops. Both Vic, Shad, down. And we're gonna end with their death saves. Vic, you'll whisper me a death save, please.
Yes, sir.
This guy would run up to... Oof, choices. He's gonna run up to Baron. Alright. Shad, you whisper me a death save, please.
Whisper.
Alright. And that will take us to the top of the round, as that will be a perfect cliffhanger
Oh, you're killing me.
Well,
as
fuck.
Jolly
You guys-
Grimjaw reveals his true form of a monstrous boar person, impaling you guys left and right. Shad's down, Vic's down, Artie and Enoch are in the barn. Baron's face to face with this boar guy as he's dripping with blood of your friends.
And oil.
And oil. It will start to wash off in the rain. So you don't have too long with that.
Yeah, I think I got like 2 rounds, something like that.
But that is where we'll end tonight, folks. So thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you next time.
And if you're not watching, you're missing out because this is action packed.
Lots of action these last couple of sessions, for sure. But we'll see you next time. Night, Internet.
Now YouTube.